Come and get me, baby.
Feminism has swept all over the world like wildfire, even reaching the far-flung regions of the world. Women are now screaming for more and more rights to a point they could dominate men. What is feminism? Why is it a sensitive topic? Feminism is defined as an advocacy of women's rights on the grounds of political, social and economic equality to men. Its very definition brings terror to the heart of men, who sees women as mere objects. Believe me, women are much more than that. They are human beings too, who have feelings, desires and aspirations. They deserve every right that they can get. Thanks to our contemporary conditions, the dream of equality between men and women could be possible. A woman's plea for equality could be heard loud and clear due to our freedom of speech. In addition to that, women can now vote, which means that politicians will now put women's welfare into consideration in order to get more votes. I don't mean to be sarcastic, but that is how the system works. A woman's value has increased dramatically in the past decade. They have been empowered to a point that they could put a man on their knees. Women can now have the jobs which were previously reserved to men because of the feminist movement. Ladies can occupy the managerial position, which was deprived of them from the ages past. If a woman wants to be on top, now she can. I for one am in favor with this current setup, because we are adding more people to the workforce. More workers mean more tax for our government. This augments our government's income in order to pay off its debt. Surprisingly, the women are making a contribution aside from bearing wonderful children. Equal rights for women. After all, they too can accomplish several tasks, which were previously reserved for men. If they want equality, they have to come and get it. There are some women who are only after for the rights of a man, not keeping in mind the responsibilities that come with every right. The men and women can truly be equal when they enjoy the rights and also face the responsibilities. Unfortunately, there are some women who are only after for the privilege of being a man, but they don't want to face the responsibility that comes with it. We are all adults and we are responsible for our words and actions. Their desire for equal rights of men and women has caused some conflicts between the two genders. I admire their persistence, but they have to keep in mind what they are fighting for. They have to remember that they are only after for social justice between men and women, not to enslave or destroy all men. Men and women are like parts of the same body. If all of us are eyes, how can we smell? If all of us are nose, how can we hear the sound of music? The hand cannot say to the feet, "I don't need you." If one part of the body has a malady, will it not affect the whole body? If one part of the body is glorified, will the other parts be glorified with it too? What I can say regarding to this matter is that men and women should work together for a brighter tomorrow. Those quarrels are unnecessary. Can a woman bear a child without a man? Who can take away man's loneliness like a woman does? The point is, we need each other. How does the feminist movement affect dating? The women's movement has sent shockwaves to various fields and dimensions since its first release. It has turned a passive and demure woman into an aggressive fighting machine. The feminist movement has empowered women so much that it had turned the predator into a prey. Well, I'm not complaining. Getting a woman to chase you could be an exhilarating experience. The women are now taking their active role in dating. A new breed of women is emerging. As far as I have known, the feminist movement has some advantages and disadvantages. For one thing, it empowered women to take control of their destiny. This is manifested by the increased number of women in the workforce. The more workers we have, the faster we get things done. In the dating arena, women became more active, which could be a good thing or a bad thing depending on the situation. Gone are the days when men have to do the work when it comes to dating. Men and women can now meet halfway in order to have a fulfilling relationship. However, the women's movement has also brought some disadvantages to our society. It has increased the conflicts between men and women. The women are no longer taking the passive role. They no longer want to follow but to lead. The very fabric of the male-dominant society is shaking to its core. The women see the tasks like rearing children and doing the chores as demeaning. They want to do the task for men. In a sense, what conflicts have the feminist movement has caused? Do you think that allowing women to acquire the same rights as men has done more good than harm? Only time can tell. I for one am in favor to the feminist movement. However, these empowered ladies should also set some limitations of this increased freedom that they aspire for. They don't have to put down the men who allowed them to have their rights. Men and women need not to fight against each other, because we are part of the same system. Should the eye and the hand fight each other? It is advisable for us to find a common ground that we can work with. Let us allow this woman emancipation movement to be a blessing to our society in the field of politics, dating and economics. Let the two become one.